Something that Ziva needs to worry about, as of course not going to be dashing around, but sorts out Xin Zhao very, very effectively, and Gnar engages do often rely on getting that hop or crush in there, so certainly can be something that Showmaker can use to counteract any sort of engagement. To lock down that first target, these like resets and the ability to reposition very, very quickly is going to be something that could be really, really fun to watch, unless Nongshim
potentially really huge if they can grab this, and timing.
Yeah, actually manages to get the cancel. Kind of misses the cannon minion, but the flash does have to come out. Good body slam, but the flash afterwards, and Dread, oh, misses. The wind becomes lightning as Hoya's trying to walk it out. Can he actually do it? Just keep going straight line, my friend. And it's not quite enough as Dread picks up the kill.
Damwon Kia strike back with the kill, but also most critically pick up the Rift Herald here. Relatively uncontested. I don't want to say that was a contest from Nongshim. They came over to contest, then decided to cancel, and then they were collapsed on there. So Damwon Kia picking up a kill unscathed here, minus some summoner spells going down. And so, if, you know, the other world we could be living in right now is that Duckdom actually has a bunch of extra, or rather Ghost has a bunch of extra plate gold on the bottom side. It's weird to have Ghost on Nongshim and Duckdom on the other side here, but yeah, we're getting used to it. As once again, Hoya is being dove.
Yeah, Dread coming on in here, seeing whether this dive can actually work out. There's the cast as Hoya gets himself back underneath the turret. He's pretty durable, finds the body slam, and they're not going to be able to get the kill just yet, but Hoya is limping right now. Dread in a bit of trouble. Duckdom lying in wait. We've got Kellen and Canyon making their way in. There's the flash forward. Good spell shield again, but the depth charge is going to go off. Bladewell comes through. Kellen's going to die. Ghost survives for so long as finally the S rank comes on in there. Hoya now going to get booped against the wall. Can Dread fall? And the answer's no, as there is a trade on both sides, but it's a good dive top lane, and Kellen died on the bot lane, and therefore Nongshim, I think, come out a little bit ahead.
So realistically, Nongshim at this point can't do anything about this. Now Dread is rotating over here with Peter.
Cloud Soul.
Risky.
It's going to be secured, and it will be a Mountain Soul this time around as Kana gets out of the way of the turret. Hoya trying to dissuade him. He's like, I'm sick of this bullying.
Well, the good news for Damwon Kia, or the less bad news I should say, is that there's no kills to BDD, right? He's staying even with Showmaker and farm, but he's not massively ahead. The kills went over to the Xin Zhao, which you're feeling the best about. We're going to see Kana just go in again.
Yeah, the wallop does come down, and that is all too easy to solo kill him underneath the turret.
Ahead in terms of like the skill mismatch, but this is Nongshim Red Force we're talking about with some top players. This is a pseudo super team here we're talking about. So to come back in this game will be very tough. But again, their comp needs to fight early. They have to look for this fight. They have to look for a Samira ult to pop off here, get those resets for the Diego.
Yeah, well, it is going to be Shirley locked down. Kellen now in trouble, has to flash himself away. Kana with the Nabar in a decent spot, and Dread's dived on forward. Duckdom well and truly dead. And Hoya is running for the hills. He knows what happens when he gets too close to Kana, and he wants none of it already. And there is standing gold on this map as well. Damwon Kia now with the ability to try and contest for this Mountain Drake if they would like to, and Shirley's going to help them there. Duckdom pretty squishy right now.
Hoya flank.
Fear onto Dread. Kana with a fantastic Nabar right now is looking for Kellen, who can't find the right Dredge line. He is just dead as Showmaker now pushed out as well. BDD down to half health, but in comes Peter to rescue him. Diving forward is Hoya, but it's not really going to do too much as Ghost collects that kill, and now it's just tidy up. Oh man, the On the Hunt working out so well for Nongshim as well. There's just no way for Damwon Kia to escape.
Yeah, I mean, this game might just be a bridge too far even for Damwon Kia to win team fights from now on because they're so far behind. Now,
not necessarily, but the way Nongshim have played around, you know, getting Kana into the right positions has been pretty impressive. As BDD looks to try and tidy up this lane, might actually be able to do so. Doesn't get feared, but the turret will still fall down. And Showmaker finds the ult. Goodbye, BDD. And yeah, I almost thought that it was going to be okay, but it absolutely was not. They'll trade 1-for-1 though, as Kellen's going to flash out of the way. Wind becomes lightning is successful, as the teleport from Showmaker should get himself out, and it does so. Not a lot of CC left remaining, and really, yeah, the amount of collection that's going to be happening here this game is not exactly going to be large.
Okay,
Kana, yeah, he's going to get picked off. He's well and truly dead. That is collection, so never mind. Maybe this is actually the fundraiser that we were talking about. Or maybe I just cast a curse the heck out of Nongshim.
Most successful lemonade stand in history.
Yeah. Not really going to be able to go for this one.
Uh-oh. Kana once again.
Hoya here, okay. There's the mini stun into the wall. The hop is decent as Heartbreak is going to have to be flashed, and Canyon says, all right, well, we'll be able to slow you down and take you out. Nicely done, and another pick-off onto this Nah. He was unkilled until about 6 minutes ago, where it's now twice. Being able to get that irremovable vision in the area. Canyon going to get sought by the prowling projectile, however, not going to get found as Doctarm moves himself out of the way. And there is so much burst damage that is going to be soul point apiece as Nongshim take their opportunity after pushing Canyon out. Hoya looks for the cask, will find it. Dread does have a cat there as in goes Kellen, but he'll explode. And now Hoya has to flash, get himself out of the way. Damwon Kira like, yeah, I don't think we're going to go for this one. And I think it's an understandable choice there as well. BDD will tidy this one up and grabs the kill on the Gragas.
That should be a Baron easy play here for Nongshim. And once again, the attempted flank cast here from Hoya ends up delivering Dread right where he wants to be. Xin Zhao it's so easy for him to just press ult and get out of that scenario, and then he's frontlining perfectly, exactly where he wants to be. He's been gap closed for Nongshim's composition to pop off with a Sivir and Victor damage behind it. Diego's sharking around.
Yeah, Showmaker, let's see what he can actually make happen here. Great knock up immediately. The Zhonya's is used. Doctarm in trouble. He's the only target that they had available, and now Showmaker has to flash, get himself out of the way. Canna finds a beautiful Gnar into the wall, and Ghost says good night to Doctarm, and Canyon now the last man standing, but it might be that Nongshim don't want to risk the Baron yet again with low health bars.
Yeah, they're fairly low on the health bars here, and the timing it's going to take, or the amount of time it'll take to clear means you'll have some respawns coming through. But look at Hoya once again, only hits Dread. Like, it's actually incredible. I mean, he hit Ghost too, but the wrong direction. It's actually incredible how he basically gave a free kill onto Kellen and then is trapped right away. And it's tough, right? Because everyone's moving. You're not going to get the perfect cast target. If he hits a squishy and the Xin Zhao, maybe he can still kill him as they're going to start this. Or no, this is a replay, but they are in fact.
Yeah, and now we're going to come back again, and Canyon's dead.
Yes.
And Doctarm's dead, and Showmaker's dead. That was a team fight, and everyone died. Wait, that was from before?
That was from
Never
before.
mind. Okay. Cool. But Canyon died as well.
He got punished for checking because they didn't have clear vision of what was going on around the Baron pit, and now they know what's going on, but unfortunately there's nothing to do about it. That's going to be a cleared out ward.
Yep. It's 36 minutes into the game, I just realized. And so these death timers are really starting to stack up.
So, as Damwon Kia here, you're looking for a miracle. I mean, you don't even have teleport for the Vex, who has to go through the top side. Like, you're not going to be able to make a realistic play for this Baron. Hoya has Unleashed teleport, but no one else is going to be there when he arrives. Maybe you go for the steal, but he can't even see where to steal it from timing-wise, so he's not able to make it happen. And so, this should be with the clear that Nongshim already have.
Going to get popped. Now the stopwatch has to be broken. Is the bait going to be effective though as Canyon? He's going to get taken down. Now Canna finds his position. The Naba almost ready. And Ghost really baiting it out with that stopwatch. Beautifully done. Looked like he was out of position. Damwon thought he looked like he was out of position. But no, he's just fine. The rest of the team ready to back him up, and Nongshim break open the base now. Nexus turrets could be in trouble, and this could just be game one over right here, right now. Ghost will be able to eat through these minions very, very quickly, and with any spare time on these Nexus turrets, we'll be able to take them out as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to back off here, use that Demolish proc here from Kana to take out that last inhibitor turret here in mid. And they're going to continue to push forward. Not really much that Damwon Kia could do against this many Baron buff minions.
Yeah, there's another cask. Just try and slow this down just a little bit. Body Slam goes completely wide though, and Hoya immediately punished. That's explosions of these health bars as both of the tanks, in air quotes, are going to die. Doctarm follows suit as well as Canyon and Showmaker against the world. I just don't think it's quite going to be enough here as Nongshim, with all 5 members, will destroy Damwon Kia.
This is also, let's not forget, the start of the game looked really great for Damwon too. Like, they were able to get the Rift Herald for free, and then Ghost didn't get bot farm or plates, right? Then they were able to pick onto BDD. Like, actually, it was onto Ghost there in the mid lane. Ghost was in mid at the time, but was picked. But they still couldn't actually get the lead they were really looking for because Hoya was a liability on the top side of the map. And to be fair, though, Canyon...
basically gives you the same option.
And the reason why Ornn is being seen a lot more often than the Scion right now, I think, is twofold. Obviously, he has his call the Forge God Ultimate Engage, which is very long range, but he also just has straight up Engage, you know, more often than a Scion will and often more consistently than a Scion will, because in this meta you don't have a lot of time to...
Yet again, he did not die. I repeat, the cat was not dead at all in the last game. We'll see whether he's going to remain unkilled in this game as well and remain undefeated here in the LCK. Peter has literally never lost a game and has Shelly available. Birdol speeds himself up. There's the knock-up as Birdol just invites them in. Moonfall comes down as the Heartbreaker comes on through. It should be a trade here. That can he actually fight out against Dread? There it is. Finally able to pick it up with the E, but Dread puts him down. And that is 2 kills in favor of Nongshim. Earlier on. Birdol going to get knocked up by Canna. Nicely done. He's in fact got his Frozen Fist already complete, as Birdol this time will get out of the way of the ram, but can't stop the knock-up. Another dive back. Let's see who's going to be able to actually win this one out. And it looks like Canna is in absolutely fine form. He will just grab it with a searing charge. Puts his skull right through the Jace to get the solo kill. And Docdom now with red-white guns might be able to do something elsewhere, but the final chapter comes on in. Crescendo's decent, but look at this. The zoomies are so strong. Canyon gets exhausted immediately, and now BDD joins the rest of the fight. It's a beautiful shot from Ghost, and Kellen's going to get slowed down as well. Dread off from the side as gets the flash out at the same time. Canyon behind enemy lines. He's not the main character of this movie, I don't think. Can't even take down Canna. And Peter keeps everyone safe and sound. Nongshim playing out of their minds
This
today.
is almost an unrecoverable deficit now for Damwon Kia. I mean, you've lost out on the entirety of the map now. Somewhat more egregious this time around. As Kana is extremely greedy here. Ends up getting knocked up. The Birdol comes through. Then he stays. Birdol stays, that is to say. I think I said that backwards.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I think we understood, because it's Birdol that definitely messed this one up.
And Birdol just ends up just losing his life here. Like, you can't actually do this into Steel Caps and Frostfire Gauntlet, as once again Ghost buys so much time here with the Yuumi attached to him. And then Teleport comes through. Look at this. Threads the needle. Bam! No missing here.
No, it's so easy. He even finds Kellen there off towards the side.
Yeah, he has to flash.
He had any vision. Just put it right through that little corridor. And then Canyon, nothing he can do, as Birdol's dead again here towards the top side.
So Birdol, let's talk about Birdol, because...
Feel too good for too long.
No. As we're going to watch what happens here off screen. This is not the previous kill, as it's actually a rotation up here with Yuumi attached. Grab the slow. Thread's going to help pick it up. Now they can get their own Rift Herald to crash through. More permanent damage here onto this mid turret. It should go down if they commit further. They have a wave and a Jhin, but it's just barely going to live.
Yep, not quite enough.
That's pretty
breath away.
Because now, you know, you clear the wave and you can contest this Drake as Damwon Kia. It's Chemtech sole point. So very, very critical, especially when we're talking about these two late game comps. You do not want to be giving that one over to Nongshim.
Oh, absolutely not. And the cat is actually going to have 18 lives after that as well, which is going to be very scary. Dread actually might be caught out of position. Moonfall comes in. Fair bit of damage. Good flash there as Dread gets himself out of the way. But now, can they actually stay here? Is that one pickoff is definitely good, but is it actually going to be enough? Chaos Storm also on cooldown. Not a lot of R buttons left, but Peter does have his. And Peter is the main character of this story, as we know. Ghost going to get missed by the Shock Blast. And it looks like it's just going to be the Drake given over. Nongshim not going to take a fight that they can't win. 4 versus 5 going to be that as Docdom throws away the Moonlight Vigil. Decent stun there onto Birdol, and they might be able to just find this. Yeah, the final chapter comes in, and BDD locks down the kill. Then the exhaust onto Kellen just to make sure that he's dead. The cat pops out, and it's a double kill for BDD. Canyon might be following suit, but thankfully,
he has had some flashy moments in the LCK, right? We saw him at Worlds. And I think because of the high highs only that people have seen for Birdol, they incorrectly may assume that he's a storied veteran, but he's not, as Ghost is once again caught out of position.
He's real dead. Canyon just pops him like a balloon. Just not allowed to be there, my friend. Not enough vision in that area.
Well, that was a...
Can I do this? Can I carry this game? Because he's got all of the kills that Damwon have. Often a situation where Canyon is everything that they need to work. As okay, you're going to get the crescendo really nicely done. Kellen holds on to some turret aggro. Cannon takes a fair bit of killing, but they will kill him. It's just whether they can get anything in the end. Dread will find Canyon, and so it's at least a 1-for-1 here, as Peter is, of course, here as well, and he's going to help secure it. 006, Alec Trevelyan here.
Yeah. flanks. Twisted Fate coming around, destining over the other side. You have the ability for Diana to pop around. But in this case, there's walking his 5 towards the team that is Nongshim. Kana is perfectly positioned here. Showmaker flank, though. I was talking about it.
Yep, looking for the opportunity. Is Kana going to get a double knock-up? Showmaker off towards the side. Should be able to stun Ghost out of this. And is able to do so. It is going to be Soul Point now picked up, but can Damwon Kia survive as Nongshim turn their attention to them? Moonfall down onto BDD, but he just flashes. And Peter is there to protect the entire team. And now Dread starting to get those resets. That ends very, very quickly, though, as he's put down by Bertle. And Showmaker collects the kill onto BDD as well. Ghost and Peter now running away.
I think the target selection has to be better for Nongshim. Yes, you can blow up Canyon instantly if you get lucky enough to, but I think you probably want to just play it out slower, as you said.
Yeah, Kana looking for the knock-up, but instead going to go a little bit too far forward. There it is to the sky. It's going to secure it with the help of Doctom, but the Jace is going to go down as well. There's the curtain call slowing up this Aphelios, but the rest of Nongshim not wanting to fight that one out. So we're trading top laners. So back away. Okay, Prowling Projectile. There's the avoidance. Oh, it was kind of cute, but the flash still has to be used there. Peter's ultimate needs to be respected, and then the curtain call.
Now, I don't like the curtain call here because now you don't have that tool, but I think now is the moment where you try to collapse on the Showmaker and Canyon maybe, but you're too late, you're too slow on it. So yeah, you got a flash, you were able to split up Damwon Kia into 2 groups, but you were too passive in the one moment you had an advantage here as Nongshim. So Damwon Kia, yes, they are pushed back to their turret, but you're not going to get anything out of this. This is not going to be the timing where you could start a Drake.
Yep.
And we're just going to reset back to neutral. And even though it felt like Nongshim had the better composition for this goes later, that's no longer really the case because the Diana is really starting to scale up. Obviously, the Aphelios has 3 ends, and this is going to go down very quickly here, Atlas.
Yeah, Damwon already bringing it down to half health. Dread gets the bad news there in the form of a Shock Blast, and I just don't think he can get in here for this 50-50. He dives forward, not able to steal it.
It's over. It doesn't matter what else is going on the map. I think you just have to squat the Drake.
Well, they're now looking for their opportunity. Great stun to come through onto Bertle, and he will be picked off and eliminated. Kana looking for a bit more. Takes a bit of a dance there, though, thanks to the crescendo as Showmaker looks for the gold card. And, well, Showmaker going to get stunned up. That is a great Deadly Flourish there from Ghost. He's been playing very, very well this game as Nongshim. They do prioritize one Moonfall onto 3 members. Moonlight Vigil comes out as well, but it's not quite enough damage. Oh, Dread just pops. Doctom is massive. The Gale Force doing so much work, and now Showmaker thinks it is his time to shine. It's a double kill as Calibrum is broken. The amount of range is obscene as Ghost looks for the opportunity onto Showmaker there. He will get slowed down, but the Prowling Projectiles don't quite get there, and Doctom is like, hey guys, it's ready for me to play the game. And Ghost, yeah, I don't know whether he's going to be able to quite do enough. He almost manages to grab him, but Doctom's going to be all right.
Kellen says one more heal for you guys, thanks to the Chemtech Soul, and that is going to be all she wrote for game number 2. We're going to a 3rd one here, Atlas.
Yeah.
They had the pick onto Bertle. They had control over the Drake, but they squandered it. Really nice ultimate there from Canyon. And Damwon Kia will prevail.
You let through Twisted Fate at your own risk. And yeah, he didn't do a whole lot of damage, but Showmaker just always seems to find a way. And the way that they controlled that mid to late game was just really, really beautiful to see. KDA actually 1 assist off as far as
Both start with a G, so...
Oh no, are we going to be correct again for the most... Oh no, Wolf! Yes! No!
Oh, well, sometimes the most predictable thing is the most correct, but...
And I mean, it is arguably better, but like...
Pretty chill early, I wasn't actually really going to make a big point. I was just going to do the thing where I'm like, well, let's talk about the game for a second so the fans don't get upset.
Oh, speaking of giggling, thank you very much there. Can we get out of this lane, Jonas Strong? Please, out of this lane. Just, no, we don't need to deal with that.
How does the cat, one of those cats have a mustache in that emote?
Showmaker getting stunned up there just a little bit here. There's BDD. Looks for some more stuns. Scary times here in the mid lane. BDD starting to hurt from BDD.
BDD is a very oppressive Syndra player in the early game. Sometimes can come back to bite him. As Dread is once again trying to steal away Canyon's jungle as much as possible, but he's a little bit late to the party this time around.
Yep, Canyon able to actually take away his wolves, and so we'll be able to rotate up and collect his Krug camp before heading towards the Rift Scuttler. So having a better time in the jungle this time around is now Canyon looking for his opportunity. BDD just moves down towards the southern side.
Red's here. Needs to check too. He knows Canyon's not here.
Yeah, wants to be able to get that stun beautifully turned onto Kellen, who then flashes to get himself out of the way, and Ghost does weave in that auto attack. Docdom now takes a Mystic Shot. There's a stun out from the Graviton, but the Lulu now moving in.
They pinged it.
Potential counter gank as Peter connects the tether, if I can speak correctly. The heroic charge just a little bit not far enough. And Docdom's going to survive. Canyon now coming down. Peter, no flash, remember, does have to play really far back unless he wants to die to Canyon.
They can turn on to Canyon, though, you know, if he actually decides to go in here. There's no realistic way. And this was, again, just better coordinated by Nongshim. They pinged Canyon in mid the second he showed there because he was actually pathing up, as Birdall will have to cast to be fine.
Well, yeah, looks for the last bit of needlework, but Birdall.
And then, you know, a free back goes to BDD, who's so far ahead. Now he's actually taking that prio to go bot.
Yeah, just throws out the ulti.
No
There's
flash.
the stun. It's all too easy here. Last little auto attack. Good night, Docdom.
This is clean.
Yeah, they are playing this early game so beautifully, and they have to with this comp. But, well, not going to find the knock up there onto Cannon, but the red buff is going to slow him down. He's immune, but we'll have to see what happens here towards the bottom side as Docdom trying to stay out of the way. There's the flash forward, just moves him back with that heroic charge, and Docdom is dead. Arcane Shift, actually, from Ghost will secure it.
Is because top is also going swimmingly right now as Dread looking for this.
Yeah, finds a stun into the wall there as Showmaker takes a lot of damage. Ulti comes out from BDD, but the flash from Showmaker will keep him alive. But still, does mean that that flash is now on cooldown, and Oriana's flash is very, very valuable. There's the ulti from Birdall, but the Ignite's ticking down. Flashes out of the way. I think he will survive for the moment. Does manage to clear out the minions as there's the body slam. Birdall playing it real nicely, and he will be able to get the counter kill as it's a 1-for-1 solo kills on both sides.
To survive through that, to make it a trade as BDD will get caught.
Yeah, there's the Cataclysm. Doing a lot of work there. It's just barely a hula hoop. And BDD just floats it out.
Not over yet.
Yeah, there's a heroic charge. Somehow manages to find a very small bit of wall.
The Peter flash.
Yeah, he's going to be able to grab himself that snare, and Dread just says, yep, that's a devastating blow if ever I've seen one. Goes.
Yes, man. Nongshim are being so oppressive this game.
Damn, with this Essence Reaver, man, look at Ghost. He is just not afraid of anything.
Oh.
Just sniping Kellen and Docdom wherever he can. It looks like it will still be the crown build with that Essence Reaver kind of giving it away.
Yeah, you're definitely not going Trinity Force after this one.
Nope. But also, he can basically build whatever he wants as long as he does damage because Damwon are so far behind. Okay, Docdom going to get that Q working. Does have the Calibrum now as Ghost has to flash, get himself out of the way. Oh, the flash forward from Canyon. And that will say goodnight to it. Docdom now on the board, but Canner is here. Needlework going to be eaten by the Jarvan. And Birdall has found himself in the middle of a very dangerous situation and will get snipped up. Well, this is a little bit early for a Shockwave, but it looks like Showmaker is still looking for it. I've seen this position many, many times.
Circles on the ground, man. They're looking for opportunities.
Yep, Showmaker picks his ball back up. Pulls it out again as okay. Steadfast Presence is beautiful from Dread. Just says no to Birdall, but it's still a 3-man Shockwave. But it doesn't seem to matter. Canna does go down. They've traded top laner for top laner. As Docdom is still very scary. Peter and Ghost still alive. Ghost off to the side, seeing what he can do. Shockwave no longer there. This is him with a few extra buttons to play with.
Flank from Dread coming through here. Showmaker's backing. He's going to try to port back in, but BDD is ahead of him.
Yeah, BDD with his teleport. Showmaker a little bit more subdued as far as the teleport positioning, and Nongshim going all in this Drake does make a lot of sense. They want to get that soul before they start off this fight. Stun not going anywhere from BDD. It's Canyon saves the soul, but Nongshim now still have to get themselves to relative safety. Teleport to come through as Birdall just makes sure that Damwon make it out alive. So huge moment for Damwon Kia. Building towards a bit of armor penetration, make sure that these Mystic Shots are hurting as much as possible, as that's a fantastic ultimate to come through, and there's the combo. Still, it took a long time to kill the Syndra. She does eventually fall down, as now you can see Canna trying to get himself out of there. Showmaker at about half health, as Docdom full health on the Aphelios. Not optimal guns necessarily, You can see Dread actually flashes after Bertle, wanting to get in there. Despite the fact that BDD went down,
they have control.
Nongshim still want to fight this.
They have control over this choke point because of it, though, and this is absolutely worth, I think, if you're Nongshim, to look for that flash. Now you have control of this choke with an Ezreal. You have so much poke damage here.
Just 20 seconds to buy. And then BDD can teleport his way back in, has Unleash Power available as well as Doctarm thinks he might have an angle. Starting off this Drake right here, as you can see, Dread needs to be respected. They need to get him out of this pit if they want to guarantee that this Drake does go over to them. Cannon now trying to fight this one through, just dashing after Bertle, and they don't want to take the fight. As there's the ulti, going to get rid of Kellen, but honestly, it won't really do too much. Snip onto Doctarm, but is going to miss. True Shot Barrage, a lot of damage, as now it looks like the Mountain Soul will be secured by Nongshim. 4 versus 5 for a lot of this fight, but still, they're able to get the right amount of work done as Ghost chases out Bertle. He survives, but as BDD off to the side, does find a lot of damage there onto Showmaker, who's now making his way in. Nongshim still on the Baron for the moment. A lot of shields with the help of Peter. And Canyon, I mean, yes, this could theoretically be a 50-50, but Nongshim, they might just look for a turn. Stun not going to land onto Showmaker there with the Scat of the Week, but BDD will have another one of those relatively soon. Cannon now trying to find Doctarm. Gets boot back there as Bertle misses everyone with the ultimate. Nongshim, I mean, Damwon is running out of ults that they can use.
I mean, they are out basically outside of the Moonlight Vigil, which is going to be so difficult to pull off here. But they are going to be able to buy enough time.
They actually trade up, weirdly enough.
Yeah, they grab a turret here.
Yeah. This next Shockwave can't just hit minions this time.
No.
As Showmaker actually might be corralled as Dread, nope. Not going to press that W, not going to run extra fast.
All flashes up.
Playing it slow, and Elder Drake now on the Rift, up and available. Baron, the same situation as Doctarm. Walking forward, tempting fate. There is the stun onto Dread. The shield is going to get eaten. That's all it is. And the flash forward. Okay, in goes Dread. Steadfast presence is there. True Shot Barrage, massive damage. Bertle in trouble. The needlework comes down, and Canyon just cannot escape. Bertle as well, he has to go back home. No flash, no nothing.
Because no matter where he goes, he's going to get some sort of value there. The flash engage is perfect. The True Shot Barrage to follow it is impossible to really split against because you're between a rock and a hard place there. Once that barrage hits, you've lost the fight because you can't walk forward anymore into that Ezreal damage. It's just insane what he's able to do here. They're going to try to trade for Baron, but even that looks like it's going to be unreasonable here, even if they get it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to get it, man. There's no way.
Yeah, no, they're getting out of there. Canner actually just walks around and will just deal with all of this vision. In fact,
thanks for the leash.
Holds onto the Baron. Exactly right. With Canyon dead, there's no smite. And Damwon wanted to rush it down, but it's just not going to be an option. Canner moves over to the side. No Shockwave available just yet. In fact, it's just Cataclysm and the cast, but the Baron is taken.
And through the shield, by the way.
Yeah, and there's a dragon that's going to kill him at 20% as well. So it's real scary stuff. 35 seconds left on this Elder, but they're going to get at least 2 inhibitors right now, maybe even more as they are bearing down on these Nexus turrets. Damwon, the last-ditch effort needs to come in now. And yes, I guess they need to move in towards Doctarm, but he is just going to explode if anyone gets anywhere near him. BDD finds a stun onto Bertle off to the side, but the Nexus turret goes down. The heroic charge now onto the Gragas, and the dragon is going to eat him. Cannon now threading the needles through, and Kellen will just explode. BDD secures that one, and Nongshim are going to pick up the Game 3 victory over Damwon Kia.
Over triple the damage here for Ghost as